Get off the couch. The top physical activity guidelines. Physical activity guidelines are an excellent way to stay fit and healthy, which is the primary goal of most people who lead physically active lifestyles. To find out what these guidelines are, we did a lot of research and talked to many fitness experts. We even surveyed over 4,500 people across the United States to find out how they feel about physical activity in general. Here's what we learned after all that hard work. Exercise reduces your risk of disease. Studies have shown that exercise reduces your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. What's more, physical activity can make you live longer. Start slowly and gradually work up to a program that includes cardiovascular exercise, strength training, resistance exercises, and flexibility exercises. You'll want to mix things up from time to time too, so you don't get bored with your routine. Even 10 minutes of exercise makes a difference. Just 10 minutes of exercise a day can improve your health and reduce your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, colon cancer, dementia, and high blood pressure. In fact, just 15 minutes of brisk walking every day is enough to see results. If you don't have that much time in your schedule, try other options like cycling or swimming for shorter periods of time. Listen to your body. In terms of physical activity, being a couch potato or being active all fall on a spectrum. Exercise has no one specific path. Everyone has their own likes and dislikes, needs and capabilities. You'll have to find your own sweet spot in terms of exertion. But a good rule of thumb is that if it feels like work, you're probably doing it wrong or going too hard. Research new workout routines before starting them. One of the first things you can do to develop healthy habits is research what physical activity guidelines are recommended for your age and activity level. This may include starting a walking program, running on a treadmill, biking in your neighborhood, or joining a gym. Whatever you choose, ask your doctor for advice before beginning an exercise routine. Set achievable goals. According to a new report, Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans, PAGA, it's estimated that only 20% of adults and adolescents in the United States currently meet federal physical activity guidelines, making physical activity the fourth leading preventable cause of death and disease. A total of $117 billion per year is spent on healthcare costs related to physical inactivity. But there are ways to help improve these figures by setting achievable goals, maintaining motivation, and staying focused on your routine. Don't skip meals during workout days. While skipping meals isn't a good idea for anyone, for someone who regularly works out, it can be particularly problematic. When you exercise on an empty stomach, your body draws on fat stores to fuel your muscles instead of breaking down muscle tissue to make glucose, sugar, and releasing it into your bloodstream. If you don't eat within an hour after a workout, take in at least 20 grams of carbohydrates, 100 calories or so. While that's not much compared with what athletes once were told to consume after training, 2 or 3 times their weight in carbohydrates, it does meet replenishment needs for almost everyone. Build your muscles with weights, not painkillers. If you're just starting an exercise program, listen to your body. We hear a lot about how to start exercising or what to do in terms of physical activity guidelines, but we don't hear enough about listening to your body and paying attention. Start by figuring out what works for you. It might be walking 1 block, then doing 50 squats, 20 push-ups, 10 pull-ups, and a burpee each day before work. Listen to your body before, during, and after activity. Physical activity is important for good health. The Physical Activity Guidelines recommend that adults aged 18 to 64 years do moderate-intensity aerobic physical activity for at least 150 minutes a week, or vigorous-intensity aerobic physical activity for at least 75 minutes a week, or an equivalent combination of moderate and vigorous-intensity activity. In addition, muscle-strengthening activities should be done on 2 or more days a week. Make time for physical activity every day. When we sit for long periods of time, our muscles tend to weaken. To stay healthy and active, you need a regular routine of activity that is more vigorous than your daily life. According to new physical activity guidelines from a government advisory panel, most adults should do moderate intensity aerobic exercise for at least 150 minutes each week, which can be broken up into 3 sessions, and muscle strengthening activities at least 2 days per week, that work all major muscle groups.